Talking Reds with me, Rob Gutmann, in the chair. I've got Kev Walsh. I've never hosted one of these, Kev, you know.
I've done a couple.
Have you hosted them?
Yeah,
Maybe you were meant to host this.
No, well, I'm happy for you to host it, mate.
I think I've just
let us know, listeners. Put it in the comments underneath who you think would be better.
I thought I was meant to. Shit. Anyway, we're off to a flyer. What's happening in Liverpool world today? Well, we're signing someone. Van den Berg. He's a kid. He's 17. He's from somewhere in Holland. Zwolle.
Zwolle, yeah.
Zwolle. 17, but he's played 20 games in the first team for Zwolle in the area thingy. And I don't know, Neil Jones has broken this from goal.com. It looks like it's going to happen. It looks like we've beaten off people like Bayern Munich and other big clubs. And Liverpool are expected to take him on the pre-season tour. I don't think he's one for the very far future.
No, well, I think he's, from what I've been reading, he's thought of him very much in the same way as Joe Gomez when we got him from Charlton, and if it works out the same way as that, I'll be made up. I think the fact that he's played so many games last season at 17, it's mad when you centre-halves don't normally break in until easily mid-early 20s, and to play that many games in, obviously, the Dutch league, I'd say that probably works out quite well for him in comparison to playing in the Premier League. You're not talking about Spain or France where it's probably a little bit lighter. You're talking about a league where he's probably been given a few knocks along the way. So let's hope he gets in and does the business in the under-23s. And you never know, a couple of years' time we'll have him, Keanu Hoover and Big Virgin there. And if the Ligt changes his mind and takes us 200 grand a week off us, maybe we'll have all four.
It's cheaper than De Ligt. You can stick your De Ligt up your arses, I think. I think it's a hefty $2 million we're looking to pay for him. Well, they can afford that. And news this week you were telling me about before, and about ticket prices for next season. Still a bit of a hot potato with the Champions League final fresh and a few of the controversies beforehand, although they fade in the memory, in the delight we've all felt afterwards. But these issues are going to keep coming back up, aren't they? Yeah,
definitely. I think the crux of the issue at the moment is the club have decided to go, just get rid of all loyalty prior to last season. And I've given some sort of priority to season ticket holders, which has sent members absolutely bananas. I don't blame them, to be fair. Someone put it on Twitter yesterday that the best option would be for season ticket holders with 6 games last year to have top priority, but then the second priority to that should be members with 6 games. And I thought, yeah, that's fair enough. If they've gone to those 6 games, season ticket holders, listen, obviously they pay the money once a season up front, but increasingly now the members are having to pay 2 chunks of money, and they pay more than the season ticket holders do anyway. So I think the benefit of having a season ticket nowadays is the fact that you get to go to the games. I don't think you should necessarily, and I am a season ticket holder, so I'm not,
yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? I'm not talking out of turn here. I don't think you should get any other priority than that.
We should be more grateful just to be in the mix, as it were. Yeah, that's fair.
Not grateful as such, because listen, we pay a lot of money to do it, and we're happy to pay that money because we love supporting the club. But my dad went on about the ticket allocation for the final, and we managed to get a ticket in the ballot. So my brother went on it, and he was a bit like, well, why should members have the same as me? And I said, well, what if the members have been to a European away and they bothered their ass to get off and go there? And he said, well, I pay my season ticket up front. And I said, well, that's a bit of an old-fashioned way to look at things now. We're in modern Wales, and we're talking about a fan base of probably match-going fan base, a couple of 100,000 in England alone. And they want to go to the match. You can't just be giving priority to the same 25,000 fellas who've had a season ticket since 1990, because no new people have got them since then, basically, have they?
I've had that argument put to me. It is a bit of a closed shop to some degree, but there's that on the one hand. On the other hand, I feel like I didn't get a ticket for the final. I've had a season ticket since 1984, when they were grateful to have you, because there wasn't a waiting list back then. The ground wasn't full. So I feel I paid my dues, I go home and away, but I was treated the same as people who've only just been on the members thing for a year or two. It's really difficult to solve, but there is one semi-solution which the club keep putting off.
Which is going for a
bigger fucking ground.
Well, the bigger ground, I thought you were going about the points-based system, because...
Oh, well, no, well, yeah, that too, but yeah.
But the bigger ground's the one, isn't it? And as we've just discussed off camera there, I think we're talking about players now, and we're saying we're not scared to sign big money players. We sold Coutinho for 140 odd million quid. We'd probably be in the market to buy someone like Mbappe if you come on the market for 180, 200 million quid. So,
in 2020, I believe.
And well, apparently, if you listen to John Gibbons, yeah. So as we just said off camera there, that's the same amount of money that we'd be spending on doing Yanni Rose and making that probably 3 times the size it is now, and the cock-up do it doing as well. Listen, there's logistical issues, but I don't see why there can't be a tunnel over Anfield Road, because there's nothing behind now.
No, is there the park? Is that about it?
Well, literally that, and there's the road that runs directly behind the Anfield Road.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of the Cop end. Sorry, yeah.
Well, even behind here, there's nothing behind the Cop now. That couldn't be moved. The club owned most of the stuff anyway. But you could divert Breck Road as well. Do you know what I mean? We're not talking about massive structural issues with the borough of Anfield here. We're talking about diverting a road which probably doesn't see that much traffic on a non-match day anyway.
No.
It's not a thoroughfare. There's not many shops on there. So I think there's a lot that could be done, and Liverpool need to probably be looking at stuff like that, because there's fans desperate to get in the ground, and there's going to be there's another generation of kids who've seen Liverpool win a European Cup and think, I want a bit of that. I'm not interested in Everton. And listen, long may that continue, but if they can't get in the ground, there's going to be some of them kids who eventually go, oh, fuck it, I might as well go to Goodison, because I can actually go and watch a match and I can get a ticket to go in there.
Yeah.
And it's just a dream to get on the Cup and watch Liverpool, and it's probably never going to happen for them.
Well, think about United's success in the 90s. They built and built and built, and they responded to it at each stage by expanding that ground. If we intend to be a serious player, not just like a one-off trophy winner, we need to build this ground, and I don't even think stopping it, as you said, the Annie Road is enough. We need to have a target looking towards an 80,000 capacity ground.
I think that getting to 80,000 capacity would improve the north of the city as well, because I live in L4 and we haven't got a train station. So my nearest train station,
Kirkdale?
Kirkdale station to me is genuinely, it's quicker for me to get to town if I have to drive to Kirkdale station.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? The West Derby, Clubmoor, Tube Brook, there's a swathe of the city with no train station.
Yeah.
So if we improve the ground to 80,000, the infrastructure around the ground will have to improve as well, which will drag that whole area out of not transport poverty, because we can get buses now. But what sort of major city in this day and age doesn't have a train station? The club should be trying to lead that, and maybe saying to the city council, well, listen, this is what we're trying to do. What are you going to try and do to help us, and make it about improving not just the club but the area as well.
It's arguably the biggest driver of tourism in the city, and it doesn't have a train station, effectively, as you're saying. That is nuts if you think about it.
It's insane, isn't it? But we're obviously at Man Island now, at Anfield HQ, and the only way to get there is on these buses, which is £8.50 a go to get up to the grounds. On the tourist buses, which is a lovely thing. If you're coming to Liverpool, I'd advise you doing it. It's a nice little day out. But what if you're not a tourist who's coming? What if you are someone who's just literally I want to just nip out to Anfield, grab a couple of bits out the club shop and nip back into town? That's sound. You can't get a train. You've got to get a bus. You're not getting a bus in a foreign city, are you? So there's a loads of things that the club can do, and I think the city council needs to help as well.
They do. Okay, one more story I've got. It's a bit of a mad one. Duncan Castles, I think, on his transfer podcast, or has he done it in the Daily Record, or it pops up every now and again. I know people don't like Duncan that much, but he does get stories, and he's suggesting that Liverpool might be readying themselves to lose Mohamed Salah in about a year's time, and are already making contingency plans. He mentioned, and it's been mentioned elsewhere, that Nicolas Pepe might be a target. Now, I don't think he's a target for this summer. Mel Reddy's tweeted about that and said, she's checked with the club, no chance, it's nonsense. Michael Edwards apparently went as far as contacting Lille to say, we are not interested in your player. But regardless of that little transfer tittle-tattle, Salah leaving in a year's time, can you see it?
Listen, I don't want to win the European Cup, so you don't want to be negative, but by the same token, I think we're in a period of time with the club now with owners who very much plan for the future, and Mohamed Salah has been an unbelievable signing for Liverpool. But signing for Liverpool has been as unbelievable for him as he's been for us, if you know what I mean. To raise his profile, he won the Time Award, didn't he? Which it's enormous. Now, listen, I understand in Egypt, he's deified, he's a god over there. But he's playing for Roma. And Roma, as much as they're a European giants, they're not Liverpool, and Liverpool have helped to raise his profile. But also, by the same token, I think Liverpool understand that. He's probably 26, 27 now. He probably has got eyes on playing somewhere else, and I don't think the club are going to be in a situation whereby we're going to get held to ransom. But it wouldn't surprise me if they're looking, because they say they're talking 2 transfer windows in advance, where they're saying, well, who's our next global superstar? Because in 2 years' time, when Mohamed Salah is 28, 29, Bob Paisley used to say, let them get over on someone else's time. And it wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool have got a little bit of that thinking in them at the moment. And I hope he doesn't go, I hope he stays. But if he does go, I'd be comfortable now, knowing that the club are not going to go and sign Mario Balotelli and Ricky Lambert to replace him. Do you know what I mean? We'd be signing the next global superstar. And the continuity plan we've got in place at the moment would mean that if it did happen, I'm not saying it will, but if it did, I wouldn't be too worried.
I think it comes down to 2 factors. One, is somebody going to pay a £200 million plus fee? And that's a lot easier said than done. It comes down to a field of 1 or 2. The other factor is, are Liverpool going to offer, if they want to keep him, are they going to offer him the wages you need to pay to keep a player who's on a trajectory to be a world top 3 player, if he isn't already? Anyway, that has been Talking Reds. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me in this chair for the first time, even though it probably should have been Kev. But we won anyway.
I've enjoyed it anyway.
He's enjoyed it. See you soon.